Good morning, everyone. So, next topic heading is basic classification of numbers. In numbers, what are the different types of numbers are there? Like, for example, natural numbers, whole numbers, prime numbers, even numbers, integers. We'll discuss everything. Okay. So, first one is we know natural number set. So, what are the natural numbers? Natural numbers we use for counting, basically counting. They start from 1 to infinite. This is natural number set. What about whole numbers? Just to this set, 0 is included. This is whole numbers. Okay. Natural numbers, whole numbers, then go for integers. Integers means even negative numbers also included. Okay. Even negative numbers also included. This is for integers. What about these fractions? Fractions means, for example, 2 by 3, 5 by 2. Such numbers are called fractions. Fractions are not included in integers. Okay, now 2 by 3 means 0.6, 5 by 2 means 2.5. You can say decimal numbers. They're not included in integers. Next set is rational numbers. What is rational number? Rational number means if you can express in the form of P by Q. Any number, if you can express in the form of P by Q, they are called rational numbers. For example, these fractions, 3 by 4, we know its value is 0.75 in the form of P by Q. This is example for rational number. What about integer? Integer is 2. Can we write 2 as 4 by 2? 7. Can we write like this? 7 by 1. They are also in the form of P by Q. So, integers plus fractions together. Integers plus fractions together called rational numbers. Rational numbers. What about irrational numbers? Just opposite. Irrational numbers means you cannot express them in the form of P by Q. It is not possible. One example is root 2. Root 2, we know its value is 1.412. Actually, its value is 1.412, so on. It is non-terminating. Just for our simplifications, we take only up to 3 digits. Okay, na? So, root 2, root 3, even pi. What is pi basically? 3.14. But it is not exactly 3.14. That is also example for irrational numbers. Okay, na? Now, final set is rational plus irrational. All the numbers together called real numbers. All numbers together called real numbers. Okay, na? So, what is the tree here? First one, natural numbers. then whole numbers, then integers, okay na? Fractions here, integers and fractions called rational numbers, P by Q form. Irrational numbers are completely separate, different. Altogether called real numbers. This is the just a simple diagram, tells about different types of numbers. Especially in number systems questions, these words are very important. They'll give some expressions like there is a number which is equal to n into n plus 1 into n plus 2, something like that. They'll mention this. N is a whole number, n is a integer, n is natural number. Based on the conditions, you have to take examples. If they say n is natural numbers, don't take 0 in that example. 0 is not included in natural numbers. Next point, rational numbers versus irrational numbers. Rational numbers versus irrational numbers. We know already basic definition, rational numbers means P by Q form. Okay. Just tell me 3 by 4, 0.75 is one example. What about 0.33333 so on? Can we express this in terms of P by Q? What is the difference between these two? Tell me. First of all, this is terminating after only 2 digits. This is non-terminating. Non-terminating means there will be infinite number of digits. Okay, non-terminating, terminating. What is the fundamental difference between these two? Difference. Terminating, non-terminating, that is over. Same digit is repeating in second example, 3 only repeating. Okay? If same digit is repeating, you can express in the form of P by Q also. What is 1 by 3? You know, it is 0.3333 so on. So, non-terminating, first of all, but periodic. Periodic means, what is the meaning of word periodic? If same digit is repeating, it is called periodic. Normally, whenever we see non-terminating decimals, we always think they are irrational numbers, which is false. Not every non-terminating number is irrational. Only very few. For example, this is periodic in nature, so you can convert this into 1 by 3, which is in the form of P by Q. What is the definition? Non-terminating but periodic numbers are always rational numbers only. Always. Okay, now this word is important. Periodic. Even 0.454545, we know this is also non-terminating but periodic nature. It will be 45 by 99. There is a topic, okay, how to convert this type of numbers into P by Q form, I'll explain there. There is a small topic also. I'll explain how to convert these numbers into P by Q form. As of now, just note down. Non-terminating but periodic nature. Second point, this is about irrational numbers. Okay. So, if you are not able to express in the form of P by Q, means they are called irrational numbers. For example, non-terminating, non-periodic. Example, see 0.31425 so on. No digit is repeating. We don't know what are the next digits. This type of series, this type of numbers called non-periodic nature decimals. You cannot express them in the form of P by Q. It is not possible also. Okay. This word is important. Non-terminating. Sorry. Non-terminating, non-periodic. That's why root 2. What is root 2 value? We know it is 1.412, but real value is something else. 1.412 non-terminating. Just for simplification, we are taking only up to 3 digits. Root 2 is example for irrational number. Then, what about pi? What is pi value? Just note down this question. Try to answer this. Which of the following statements are correct? Which of the following statements are correct? First statement, 22 by 7 is, first statement, 22 by 7 is a rational number. (22 by 7 is a rational number. Second one, pi is an irrational number. 22 by 7 they are saying rational. Pi is irrational. So, in these two statements, which are correct? You know, options like first one correct, second option, second one is correct. Third option will be both are correct. Fourth option, neither one, not two. Second statement is correct. Both are correct. They are saying 22 by 7 is rational. Of course, it is rational because it is in the form of P by Q. Correct. Second one, pi is irrational. What is pi value? So on. It is not just 3.14. Okay. So it is non-terminating, non-periodic nature. Pi is irrational number. Both are correct. Both the statements are correct. But you may get doubt here. Pi equal to 22 by 7 gadani. Pi equal to 22 by 7 is, we replaced pi with 22/7 only for easy simplifications. It is not exactly 22/7. It is close value, approximate value. In basic circles, how to find area of the circle? Pi r square, 2 pi r, perimeter formula. So, only for simplifications, we replace pi with 22/7, but real value of pi is 3.14 something, that is non-terminating, non-periodic nature. Okay, na? This is one of the most confused question. Actually, both are same. I think both are same. Next one. You know even numbers definition? Last digit must be 0 or 2, 4, 6, 8. What is the general form? 2n. N means any number. Any number. 2n means 2 into something means always even. Even numbers general form. Okay. What about odd numbers? Last digit ending with 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, so on. They are called odd numbers. What is the generalized form? 2n plus 1 or 2n minus 1. Okay, na? Then? Yeah, you can take any one. General form of odd numbers. Now, this fundamentals, apart from this, these fundamentals are important. Don't ignore them. Every year, minimum 1 or 2 questions we can solve with these fundamentals. What is even number plus even number? Even. Okay. Even number plus odd number? Odd number. Odd number plus odd number? Even or odd? Even. Very good. Next. Even into any number? It is always even. Odd number into odd number? Always odd number. Okay, na? Next one. Even number divided by odd number. Will it divided by odd number? Will even number divided by odd number? Divided means remainder must be 0. Remainder must be 0. Not always, but sometimes. Sometimes it is divided. See, for example, 10 divided by 5. What is the remainder? 0. 10 divided by 7. Remainder is not 0. So, even numbers divided by odd numbers means remainder can be 0. I'm not saying remainder is always 0. Okay, remainder sometimes 0. What about this case? Odd numbers divided by even numbers. What about remainder? Just you tell me whether it is equal to 0 or not. That's all. Not equal to 0. You take any odd number divided by even, any even, remainder will never equal to 0. Very, very important point. Remainder is never equal to 0. For example, odd number. Take any odd number divided by 2. Divided by 2. Remainder will never equal to 0. When you solve previous year questions, you will know what is the importance of these basic properties. For example, even, next one, even power any value. What is the answer for this? Even power anything, always even. Okay, na? Next, odd number power anything. It is always odd number only. Okay, na? Note down one question. This question asked in 2023 paper. 2023. 3 of, no, 1 second. P, Q, R, S, T are 5 numbers. 3 of them are even and 2 are odd numbers. Out of 5, they are saying 3 are even. Remaining 2 are odd numbers. Which of the following statements are correct? Which of the following statements are correct? First one, P plus Q plus R minus S minus T. One second, mention this condition. Not necessarily in order. It means no need to take first 3 numbers as even, next 2 numbers are odd. It is not like this. Maybe P, R, T also even numbers. Any 3 are even, remaining 2 are odd. They're saying P plus Q plus R minus S minus T definitely even. Definitely means they're saying always even. Okay. Second one. Definitely odd. Second statement. See, additions and subtractions both are same. We already know even plus even is even. It means even minus even also. Even minus even. Even only. Okay. Basically, additions and subtractions both are same. So, out of 5, 3 are even, 2 are odd. First statement is P plus Q plus R minus S minus T definitely even. Second one is 2P plus Q plus 2R minus 2S minus T definitely odd. So, options will be like this. First one correct, second one correct, both are correct, neither one, not 2. Make it fast, simple question. First the curves, second. Any answers? See, all 5 numbers added, right? Even plus even plus even plus odd plus odd. What is the answer? Odd plus odd? Even. Even added, always even. First one is correct. First one is correct. Subtractions are the same way. Additions are subtractions are the same. Second one, first focus on these things. What about these 3 numbers? They are always even. Reason? I'm not saying P, R, S are even. I'm saying 2P is even. Because multiplied with 2. P is maybe odd number or even number. But multiplying with 2 means it becomes even. So, even plus even plus even, what is the result? Even. Now, 2 numbers left, Q and T. See, out of 5 numbers, 3 are even, 2 are odd. Maybe these 2 are evens. So, in that case, even plus even plus even, result is even. Or maybe one of the number is odd also. Q may be odd. T is even. What is even plus odd minus even? Odd. Okay, now even number plus odd number plus even number. That is also possibility. In that case, what is the result? Odd. So, two results are possible, even or odd. This is for second statement. But they are saying it is definitely odd. Means second one is false. Wrong statement. Whatever the value of P, whatever the value of R, whatever the value of S, 2P, 2R, 2S means they are even numbers only. They are even numbers only. Okay, na? Next. What about Q and T? They may be even, they may be odd. That's why final sum may be even, may be odd. But they are saying definitely odd. That's why second statement is false. In case if they give like this expression, okay, can be odd. What is your answer? I am replacing definitely with can be. It is true because sometimes you are getting odd number also in the sum. So these words are very, very important. Can be, definitely, always. Okay, na? Clear? This question also asked in 2024. Sorry, this is in 2024. Many are struggled to get the answer. What is your answer? This number is divisible by. Then, any answers? First one, very good. Simple logic. What is first number? Even number. Second number? Odd number. Even plus odd result is odd number. Odd number never divided by 2. That's why option A. Odd number never divided by 2. Then next point. Natural numbers are divided into two categories. Note down. First set is prime numbers. Second one is composite numbers. Natural numbers are divided into two types. First one is prime numbers. Second one is composite numbers. Two types, okay? You know, prime numbers definition. What is prime number definition? Not divided by any other number. Examples. Composite number definition, which is not a prime. You must remember this. One is neither prime nor composite. One is neither prime nor composite. Note down some fundamentals here. Only even only even prime is 2. Only even prime is 2. Second one, first odd prime is, what is the first odd prime? 3. Only even prime is 2. In first 100 natural numbers, total 25 prime numbers exist. In first 100 natural numbers, total 25 prime numbers exist. Largest 2-digit prime is 97. 97. Least 3-digit prime is, what is least 3-digit prime? 101. Next, number of composite numbers in first 100. Tell me, is it 75 or 74? 74, because one is neither prime nor composite. Number of composite numbers in first 100 natural numbers equal to 74. Okay. Look at this. I'm taking 3 pairs like this. All are, they are prime numbers. Tell me, what is your observation here? Okay. Prime numbers means co-prime. Okay. Okay. First point, difference between them is 2. Note down one important statement here. If difference between any two primes is 2, if difference between any two primes is 2, then they are called twin primes. Twin prime means, what is the definition? You have to take any two primes. Prime number is must. Then difference between them is 2. They are called twin primes. What is co-prime? That is different concept. What is co-prime? No. Okay, I'll tell you 3 examples. You tell me. Okay, 5 and 7 will take. In first example, 5 and 7 means given numbers 2 are prime numbers, 5 and 7. In second example, 7 is prime but not 9. One prime number, one composite number I am taking in second case. In third case, both are composite numbers only. So what is your observation about these three pairs? There is a common point for all three. There is a common point. You have to find that. What number is Masta? Yeah, that is also one observation. Good. Two primes oksari, one prime, one composite number. Third case, both are composite numbers. 8 and 9. In these three pairs, what about 5 and 7 common factors? Let us take one by one. 5 and 7 common factors. 1. There are no common factors. For 7 and 9, common factor is 1. For 8 and 9, again common factor is 1. So for all three pairs, common factor is 1 only. Such type of numbers called coprime numbers. Coprime means relatively prime with respect to each other. If they don't have any common factors, they are called coprime. Coprime concept, twin prime concept is completely different. In coprime sets, you can take composite numbers also. The only point is common factor must be 1 only. If common factor equal to 1, they are called coprimes. Okay, don't mix these two. Twin primes concept, only you have to take primes. But for coprimes, you can take any numbers. Composite prime doesn't matter. But what is the condition? No common factors. Common factor must be 1 only. Coprime, they use this word also. Two numbers relatively prime. Means coprime only. Okay. What is next observation? For this prime numbers, we are discussing prime numbers now. Again take three pairs, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Okay, we already discussed difference is 2, then they are called twin primes. That is over. Any other observation? Difference is 2, that is over. What is the number between 5 and 7? 6. Between 11 and 13? 12. 17, 19? Now tell me. They are okay, they are even numbers, okay. But 6, 12, 18, what are they? Multiples of 6. Okay. Till infinite, this is the logic. Every prime number will be with 6 multiples only. +1, -1, +1, -1. You take any prime number till infinite, they will be with the 6 multiples only. Okay. So, prime numbers form. Prime numbers greater than 3. What is the form? 6n -1 or 6n +1. 6n means 6 multiple. 6 multiple +1 or 6 multiple -1. Example. These three are the examples. You can add this line also. Every prime number will be in the form of, note down this. Every prime number will be in the form of will be in the form of 6n minus 1 or 6n plus 1. But add this, but reverse is not true. But reverse is not true. Reverse is not true. What is the meaning of this statement? I am saying every prime number will be in the form of 6n minus 1 or 6n plus 1. But every time these numbers need not to be a prime. Reverse is not true. For example, 25. What is 25? 6 4s are plus 1. This is in the form of 6n plus 1. But 25 is not a prime. Okay, I am saying prime numbers will be in this form. But reverse is not true always. There are some exceptions like 25, 49. What is 49? 6 8s are plus 1. 6 8s are plus 1. 91. 15 6 are 90 plus 1. So this important line. This is important line. Reverse is not true. I'll ask one question. You tell me. Note down. Prime numbers greater than 3. Prime numbers greater than 3. If they are divided by 6. If they are divided by 6. What are the reminders? What is the reminder? Say, what is the reminder? Question is, prime numbers greater than 3, when they are divided by 6, what is the reminder? See, in number systems, to crack number systems, always what is important? Spontaneity. No need to buy head all these things. You have to take some examples. When prime number is divided by 6, what is the remainder? Take some examples. 11 by 6, what is the remainder? 5. 13 by 6, what is the remainder? 1. 7 by 6, what is the remainder? 1. 5 by 6, what is the remainder? 5. 5 is not divided by 6 because 5 is smaller number here. In division, 5 will be there. So, what is your answer? 1 or 5. So, any prime number divided by 1 or 5, remainder is always 1 or 5, sorry. Divided by 6, remainder is always 1 or 5. Few years back, they used to ask simple questions. Which of the following is a prime number? Nowadays, they are not asking this type of questions. Which of the following is a prime number out of 4 options? How to check? How to decide whether it is prime or composite number? Use this rule. Use this rule. Divided by 6. If remainder is 1 or 5, maximum chances are there for that number to be a prime. At least we can eliminate 2 options minimum based on this logic. Note down these 2 questions asked in CDS recently, 2025 UPSC CDS exam. What is the difference between maximum and minimum? What is the difference between maximum and minimum possible numbers formed by all single digit prime numbers? All single digit prime numbers. This much time for this. What are single digit prime numbers? 2, 3, 5, 7. What is the maximum number possible with this? 7532. Smaller number. Take the difference. That's all. 5175. Okay. See, simple question only. Next one. There are 5 consecutive prime numbers. There are 5 consecutive prime numbers which are in ascending order. Ascending order means small to big, increasing. The ratio between product of first 3 primes and product of last 3 primes. Ratio between product of first 3 and last 3 is 35:323. 35:323. It is ratio only. Okay. What is the ratio? Product of first 3 and to product of last 3. What is the difference between largest prime and smallest prime? This much time for this. What is the answer? నేను ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్లో మీకు చెప్పిన ఒకటి టేబుల్స్ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తారా చేసి ఉంటే ఇది వచ్చేది 2.5 మార్క్స్ టేబుల్స్ వేయలేదు కాబట్టి ఆన్సర్ రావట్లేదు నిజం టేబుల్స్తోనే ఉంది ఇదంతా ఫస్ట్లో చెప్తే నవ్వుకున్నారు ఆ రోజు 35 అంటే ఏంటి 5 and 7 సో వాట్ ఈస్ ది ఫస్ట్ ప్రైమ్ 5 సరే ఫస్ట్ ఏం చేస్తారంటే ప్రొడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఫస్ట్ 3 ఏబిసి ప్రొడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ లాస్ట్ 3 సిసి క్యాన్సిల్ కదా మీన్స్ ఫస్ట్ 2 నెంబర్స్ లాస్ట్ 2 నెంబర్స్ 35 means 5 and 7 this one 323 79 19 17 table so largest prime enti 19 least prime 5 difference ఏ కదా 19 minus 5 14 is the answer
అది ఫార్ములా ఇది the last the at the price 323 direct to cut 3 consecutive last 3 consecutive
consecutive prime numbers అన్నాం consecutive numbers అనలే
5 7 11 13 17 ఫస్ట్ రేషియో మ్యాచ్ సెకండ్ రేషియో
అచ్చా కాన్సెక్యూటివ్ అన్నాం కదా ఓకే కాన్సెక్యూటివ్ తీసేయండి దెర్ ఆర్ 5 ప్రైమ్ నెంబర్స్ విచ్ ఆర్ ఇన్ అసెండింగ్ ఆర్డర్ కాన్సెక్యూటివ్ ఇవ్వాలనుకుంటా ఇవ్వలే రిమూవ్ దట్ కాన్సెక్యూటివ్ వర్డ్ ఓకే 5 prime numbers which are in ascending order
3 prime numbers but 5 and 7 2 prime
yeah first 3 prime numbers product to next 3 prime numbers product this is what given third number is common for both gets cancelled first three numbers product is not equal to 35. It is ratio. ABC is not equal to 35. It is not equal to 35. Okay, na? First three numbers product to next three numbers product is, this is the ratio. C gets cancelled. What is C? We don't know. What is third number? That is not required. Okay? Here, how to guess the factors of 323? We have to apply basic things only. For example, 20 into 20, how much? 400. Two numbers, product is 400. When two numbers are equal to 20 and 20. So this is 323 means prime numbers will be less than 20. Less than 20. This is first point. You have to match with unit digit. What are the prime numbers less than 20? There are many, 13, 17, 19. But if you take only these two, 7 9s are 63. కొంచెం బేసిక్ ప్రొసీజర్తో పాటు ప్రజెన్స్ ఆఫ్ మైండ్ అప్లై చేస్తూ వెళ్ళాలి. ఇక్కడ వరకు ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా మీకు దీంట్లో సోఫార్? కాంపోజిట్ నెంబర్స్, ప్రైమ్ నెంబర్స్. They asked this question also once. Many not answered. In coding and decoding chapter, if every English alphabet ABCD like this is replaced by consecutive prime numbers starting from 2, it means B is 3, C is 5, so on. Every letter in English language, English alphabet is replaced by consecutive prime numbers starting from 2. Okay? They're asking, what is the value of A and Z? Sum. A plus Z value.
2 plus 1.
103, very good. Because first 25 numbers are there, 25 prime numbers are there in 100. But Z means 26th letter. So 26th prime is 101. This one is 2. What is the total? 103. Done? What is the answer for this? Averages topic not done actually, right? We will discuss in averages that question.
Sir, when I was practicing, I have a doubt. When 1 power 1 into 2 square into 3 square and so on 100 power 100. How many digits, how many zeros at the end of the product?
How many zeros are there in the end of the product? Okay. Number of zeros concept we have to discuss. Number of zeros. Already chesam kada manam. How many of you missed number of zeros concept? Finding the number of zeros. Okay. I'll take backup class. Just half an hour concept is there. No, we have to understand the concept. That is easy question only. 1 power 1, 2 power 2, 3 power 3, so on. We have to count manually. For example, number of tens. First focus on tens. Tens means 10 power 10, 20 power 20, these ones. Add them. What is the last one? Up to 90. Add them first. Because 100 power 100 means 100 is 10 square. Power 100 means it is 200. Okay, now you will get some value for this. Now, what is next? we have to find number of 2s and 5 pairs. In consecutive numbers, we never count number of 2s. Reason, number of 2s are always more than number of 5s. We have to count number of 5s only. 5s means 5 power 5, 15 power 15, 25 power 25, these values. Between them 10 is there, but 10 is already we counted. Okay? Till, what is the last one? 95 power 95. We have to add them. 5, 15. This is not 25. What is 5 square? So 25 power 25 means 5 power 2 or 25. What is 25 twos are? 50. We have to take all these values, then get the answer. Bit lengthy question. There is no shortcut for this. Maybe if they want to ask this type of question, they will limit the series. Maybe up to 20. They can ask up to 30, maximum 40. Because this will take 2-3 minutes, more than 2-3 minutes. First you try this. Okay, try to get the answer. If you don't get, ask me again, I'll explain. First I'm giving the idea how to get the answer. Tomorrow we'll discuss more questions based on this prime and composite numbers, fundamentals. I'll give the sheet with the previous questions also. Okay, na? In the next class, we'll complete more questions based on today's concepts.